everybody. Well, I'm Alex. Hello, I'm hosting again today in the Daily Antidote song. I don't know about you, but I didn't want that to finish. The ukulele and cute dancing was a thing that I could have just had for the next half hour. That totally lifted my mood. Thank you. I will introduce those folks in the square in just a second. We are coming in from Tradmad at Pinewoods once more. And we'll get going with some hellos to our wonderful folks who have joined us in the room today. First, let's say a quick hello to everyone watching on the live stream and the archives. To say hello to you before we then head on and say a big hello and a big lot of gratitude to Clelio and Candice helping us out today. Daily Antidote song. Your work is amazing and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much. Let's say hello to those in the squares. Hello. So we have Laris in the UK. Nice to see you. Sue in Seattle. Athena is also helping us out today. Thank you so much for helping us out and getting everybody in the room. Thank you. Thank you. Diana in BC. Nice to see you. Linda in Orcas Island. Nan, I shouldn't have eaten lunch just before I started talking. Nan in Michigan, hello, nice to see you. Neil in Boston, lovely to see you. Susan in Cincinnati and Marion in Brighton, UK. Yes, I forgot to say, day 1970 today. Thank you. Nice to see you, Carolyn in Boise. Gary in Massachusetts, nice to see you. Baba Jim in Maryland, Sheila in Florida, Kathy in Colorado, Caroline in DC, Annette in California, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Lovely to see you all. And Anne in Ontario, nice to see you. Fred in Silver Spring, wonderful to see you. Bob in Albany, and Deli in Maryland, lovely to see you both. Here we go. Press that arrow to go to the next page and see where I got to. Julie in Ontario, lovely to see you. And Tony in San Jose, lovely to see you as well. Trish in Victoria, BC, and Elizabeth in California, lovely to see you. Katrina and friends in Vermont, lovely to see you here. Arlene in Berkeley, and oh no, now my thing is Kathleen. There we go. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming along. And my mouse has stopped working, so no, I can no longer actually see who's coming in, but you know, we'll improvise. Kay in Texas, there we go. Nice to see you. Pauline in Newcastle, Bob and Mabel and the Bears in Massachusetts, LMG in Connecticut. What a wonderful room of humans we have today. Give a wave to everybody. Hello. Well, so far, as you've already know, if you've been joining us this week, we've had an absolutely magical time coming in from Pinewoods. And we've got a bunch of friends in the square. We're going to have some music from Armand in just a second, but maybe we'll have a quick hello to those of our Daily Antidote friends. Can you say your name and where your first name and where you're from in the Tradmad Square?
I'm Jules. I'm from New York City.
I'm Amanda. I'm from Brattleboro, Vermont.
Bob Tanner, Boston.
Can I skip me? Oh no. Armand from Rhode Island, Riverside, Rhode Island.
Aloysius Giannis, Westford, Massachusetts.
Diane, New Hampshire.
And we saw the lovely face of Jojo. Thank you so much for everything you do. Yay, smiley face. Wonderful. Well, today our special guest from the wonderful position outside the shop with all the food. Please welcome Armand. Hello.
Here I am from behind the curtain.
Oh, magic. Well, first of all, thank you so much for that ukulele moment with the joyous dancing and all of that. That just filled my soul full of joy without any singing whatsoever. That was magic. It will be lovely to learn more about your song in a minute, but we are here really to sing. So do you want to introduce the song briefly and teach us a little bit of it and then go forth with some singing before we deep dive?
Yes. What was the order of operations? So brief intro.
Whatever you want. I Pinewoods.
Pinewoods. Okay, yeah. Pinewoods prompt. Okay. I will briefly introduce it and then I'll talk more about it afterwards. So I'll sing the verse and then when I get to the chorus, I'll sing it and then I'll teach it. That way, everyone here also learns it as well. So this is a song called Botanist By Night. This was born out of a prompt from a songwriting class I was in at Brown University. Free 99, open to the community. And a classmate suggested Victorian flower language as a prompt, and I definitely did not write one until I heard their song the next week, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. And so I started looking up queer flower language, and this is the song that I came up with based on lots of, this is my reclamation of archaic, pejorative, floral terms for queer people. And it's also about a hot drag queen. So here we go. Have you heard of the lad they call Botanist by Night, wearing green carnations on his breast? Well, the tea goes around, and on the fruited plain he's found, when the stars go a-rolling down the west. And here's the chorus. 'Cause he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. So, he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. So, repeat after me. He's a buttercup, a daisy. He's a buttercup, a daisy, now me, and a lavender boy. And a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. He's stigma and style. Try it all together. He's a buttercup. He's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. Yay. In the swelter of day, he is known as Little Flame. The ladies swoon, they pine for him and sigh. But the husbands also harbor pleasures of their own in the service of the botanist by night. 'Cause he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. When his heels hit the floor, crowds beg him for more, serving looks made of every shade of spring, and pansies wreath round his clothes, so that all and sundry know that he's dusted and queen of the queens. 'Cause he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. Preachers rant and they rage against the queer and the strange, a nature refusing to be tamed. And still he flaunts and he flouts before those holier than thou, 'cause he's the love that dares to speak its name. And he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. If that boy were a moth, my path he would cross, and on my stalk I'd invite him to descend. And if I were the bee, I would sip that liquor sweet from the flower all a-bloomin' in his bed. 'Cause I'm a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. I'm stigma and style. 'Cause I'm a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. I'm stigma and style. Yay! Thank you for singing with me.
Oh, what a song. But two takeaways instantly I have is your ability to, when people do that, to say one more time, you managed to do it with your head.
Oh, yeah. This is me as a fiddle player. This is my only way of indicating.
And that line, the serving looks made of every shade of spring. That has got
Yeah,
to be one of my favorite lines in that whole song.
thank you.
Absolutely fabulous.
So some modern drag terminology.
Yeah.
Yes. So how did you land on the telling this story with the from the prompt? How do you get from that to wanting to tell this story and using this language to sort of celebrate?
Yeah, so I started looking. Well, first I looked into Victorian flower language, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And there's like a lot of stuff here that I could totally use. And then, usually with most things, I'll just like be curious about the gay version of it. And so I was like, what if there was gay flower language? And turns out there totally is. And so, especially back in the 20s and around that time, before and a little bit after, there were lots of old terms to refer to gay men usually. So buttercup, pansy, botanist by night, and horticultural lad, and a lot of things like that. Like if you Google this, you'll find this show up in multiple articles. They also talk about cruising spots in Central Park back in the day, and so one was the Fruited Plain. The other one is Vaseline Alley, but that's going to be for a shanty one day. And what else? Some like Oscar Wilde references, the green carnations, as a code for identifying if you were family or not. And I think he also said, what was it? It's in my third verse at the end of the line. Something, the love
That dares speak its name?
Yeah, he originally said that dares not speak its name, but I was like, I can turn this around. And so he's, very confident and very attractive drag queen. Who's unafraid to speak its name. So it's just having a lot of fun with that, and just being in the spirit of the tradition, but also carrying it through to today, and what else? Being very sex positive.
I love the fact that you and many of your peers at TradMad are very good at rooting in tradition and history, and like this song, like you said, it's such a positive song of celebration, but it's so rooted in history.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you can go and take this research and bring something that sounds so old and so traditional and bring it up and write this thing that has got such a catchy chorus too.
Yeah, thank you. It's one that's a little hard to do out of like a pub sing without an instrument, because the chord kind of takes a left turn. But I think I also kind of wanted to purposefully not write a song that sounded pretty, so I wanted like devil's intervals, and something that just sounded overall kind of like a little dirty melodically. Yeah, and also kind of turns around.
So talking of a little dirty, you've been in the woods for quite a while now. How many showers have you succeeded in having so far?
Oh, well, okay, so the secret is that like at the end of the day, past midnight is when I take my shower, because it's the only time during the day when I get time to myself. And it's like where I find when I'm walking to the shower is when my face hurts the most, because I'm always like I'm holding my face in an expectant smile. And because normally like my actual face is this. and by the time I get to the shower, I'm like, oh, my face is in pain and the water is so nice. I'm going to stay here for a long time. So yeah, I've had a shower every night and it feels great.
I'm next time I'm at Pinewoods, I'm going to definitely have to take that advice.
Yes.
The midnight thing might not happen depending whether my kids are with me. It might be 9 p.m., at the latest if my kids are there.
Oh yeah, while everyone's at the dance, you still get the shower that you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you get all the hot water.
Yes, indeed.
So what magic are you bringing to TradMad this year? I mean, I know you're a regular here at TradMad, and you bring so many wonderful treats for everybody every year. What are you delving into this year at TradMad?
My usual appetite for ice cream. And other than that, we're doing, well, I'm like mostly taking a bunch of Quebecois classes because I want to start a Quebecois jam in Rhode Island at some point. Nice. But we've been doing a daily tiny tunes class. So tunes that are short in length, not more than 4 measures per part, and fairly simple melodies or simple in range, so that it makes it more accessible for people who are still wrangling their instrument, and also for singers as well. And it means that we can cover at least 5, maybe 6 tunes if we're really like deep in it within an hour. And it's great because you more or less have it after the 3rd or 4th time, and we're going to play it 10 more times anyway. And so it's a lot of fun to jam on.
Where are you finding these miniature tunes? Where are these sources?
Well, now that we've been bringing it to a bunch of other camps, people are coming to us with some tiny tunes, and it's really fun because the first one that we got was at the Northeast Squeeze-In in Western Mass, and someone, I think there was I forget if there was a specific session for it, but someone offered a Ukrainian tune, a tune called Boots, and it's in 2/4, and it's 2 measures. The A part is 2 measures, the B part's 2 measures.
Wow.
Super short. There's like barely any melody, and it's very enjoyable to play. So we'll have to play it next time I see you.
I'm such a ingrained dance musician now. My brain can't break past either 16 or 32 bars. So this will be good brain training for me too.
It's great. And then it means you can kind of expand beyond the usual places. So yeah, Ukraine, Italy, Hungary. There's a Lithuanian tune that is 1 bar per part, and it's only 2 parts. That I was just playing just before I came here.
That's amazing.
So there's a lot of potential.
Well, I know we've got to do some singing again in just a second because as we are all learning, we have to make sure you get to lunch on time because otherwise we'll be angry.
Yes, lunch always ends and begins at the same time.
But for those of you who haven't met you before, you're a fabulous singer and fiddle player, musician and teacher and violin maker, and you have various projects you're involved with, and dancer. How can I forget dancer as well? I wonder if you could just tell us about some of your projects briefly and where we can find out more about you and where we can come and find you.
Yeah, if you're within reach of Riverside, Rhode Island, which is or Rhode Island in general, it's not very big. You have a sad instrument that needs to be happier. You can bring it to me with a blank check to. You can reach me through Aromin Violins, Aromin, my last name, arominviolins.com. I'm also on Instagram at Aromin Violins. I have a trio, or sometimes duo, depending on how much you can afford. A group called the Vox Hunters, Vox VOX. So that's the voxhunters.com or at the Vox Hunters. And did I answer your question?
Oh, could you? And then you also are an amazing step dancey human.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I also do percussive dance.
Yeah. And there was a project you're involved in, which is one of my favorite things I've seen. Was it 8 feet?
8 feet tall.
8 feet tall. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a quartet that is a feet forward Irish music quartet that sometimes does not Irish music, and we are not. If you look it up, make sure you type in Irish because I think there's also a DJ in Boston named 8 Feet Tall. Which we found out after we decided on the name. So
basically, we're just awaiting an amazing collab coming up soon, right?
Oh yeah, turntables and all. We'll be dancing on the turntables.
Thing is, I can totally picture you flat-footing on turntables. I think it could be.
Whoa, yeah, that's how we scratch the vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What did the DJ name their son?
What?
This is a joke.
Yeah, all right,
what did the DJ name their son?
You've got to remember, I'm at home not very well, so it takes me a moment to.
Yeah,
I don't know. Tell me.
Well, they named him Eric.
Sometimes it's really nice to have moments like this to make me not feel like I'm missing out anymore. It's great.
Oh yeah, no, I'm filling you in.
Oh well, you got everybody watching in the live stream here. You can find all the links that have been shared to find more places you can see Armand and go and get your fiddle fixed and go and listen to the amazing music that he's created. But talking about amazing music created, can we sing your song one more time? That would be
totally, yeah.
Very happy.
Alrighty. And also, I will say that I normally do have an arrangement with my partner Ben on tenor guitar and Flannery on cello, and not this uke, but Amy Conley, who's on staff, she let me borrow this. So, and I also broke my claw hammer nail just as I was coming to camp. But anyway, here we go. So, have you heard of the lad they call Botanist by Night, wearing green carnations on his breast? Well, the tea goes around, and on the fruited plain he's found, when the stars go a-rolling down the west. And he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. In the swelter of day, he is known as Little Flame. The ladies swoon, they pine for him and sigh. And the husbands also harbor pleasures of their own in the service of the Botanist by Night. 'Cause he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. Nice harmonies. When his heels hit the floor, crowds beg him for more, serving looks made of every shade of spring, and pansies wreath round his clothes, so that all and sundry know that he's dusted and queen of the queens. 'Cause he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. Preachers rant and they rage against the queer and the strange, a nature refusing to be tamed. And still he flaunts and he flouts before those holier than thou, 'cause he's the love that dares to speak its name. 'Cause he's a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. He's stigma and style. Yeah. If that boy were a moth, my path he would cross, and on my stalk I'd invite him to descend. And if I were the bee, I would sip that liquor sweet from the flower all a-bloomin' in his bed. 'Cause I'm a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. I'm stigma and style. Yeah, I'm a buttercup, a daisy, and a lavender boy. I'm stigma and style.
Big thank you to wonderful Armand Aromin.
Yay! Thank you so much for having me.
And can we have another show of appreciation for our wonderful Tradmad backing choir?
And thanks to Jules for singing with me on that last verse. So good!
That was lovely. Thank you. So y'all should go and do the lunch thing. But so don't feel sad about running away. But thank you so much again. It's been absolutely magical. Now go away.
Upcoming gig?
Upcoming gig.
Yes.
If you're interested, you're near Simsbury, Connecticut, and play the uke. I'm playing at the Nutmeg Ukulele Festival in Simsbury, Connecticut, near Hartford, near West Hartford, on the 13th.
Perfect.
Be there or be not there, but be there.
Be there or don't.
Thank you.
All right, nice seeing you, Alex.
Thanks, Armin. Beautiful.
Bye.
Bye. Happy lunching. I'm definitely missing the Pinewoods lunches. Though I do know for a fact now that Pinewoods has now released a cookbook. So You can, if you never been able to get to Pinewoods, you can get their recipes. You can go to their website. I think pinewoods.org, is it? Or pinewoodscamp.org. Pinewoods, yeah. And you can get their cookbooks. So their food is incredible. And so you can go and cook it at your own house, which is magic. All right. Shall we have a quick look and see who's coming up for the rest of the week before we say our goodbyes? Joe, work your magic. Ta-da! So we had a magic week so far with the wonderful Jan Falquet and some strange person called Alex Cumming. We had Sally Rogers yesterday as well, absolutely magical. And Armand today, which was wonderful magic. It was wonderful. Tomorrow it's our last day coming in live from TradMad with some of the TradMad staff. We have Joe Jenks and Andy Davis, which will be wonderful. And then coming up on Friday, we have Gina Forsyth, I believe, coming in from Louisiana. And then Reggie Harris, I believe, coming in from Michigan, who are both wonderful TradMad alumni, which would be wonderful. And then we start off a new week with the wonderful Tret Fuhr, who I think is coming in from Virginia, but I might be remembering that wrong at this point. Yay. Oh, look, there's the book. There's the Pinewoods cookbook.
The Pinewoods cookbook. And I have to just say, for anybody who's interested, that the recipes are sized for home cooking. It's not the usual hundreds and
Not for 150 people.
No.
That's good. That's good. I know my math is pretty bad anyway, so I'm very glad to hear that that's, reasonable size. Wonderful. Well, thank you. We're going to have a magical rest of the week here at Daily Antidote Song. Can we say a big thank you to Jojo, Clelio, and Candice and Athena for helping out today and being wonderful humans. Thank you so much. And let's say goodbye to everybody watching on the live streams. Let's say goodbye to them. And then let's say another hello and goodbye to those watching in the future on the archives. Ooh. And let's say our fond farewells. Laris, lovely to see you. Sue in Seattle, lovely to see you. Diana in BC, Linda in Orcas Island, lovely to see you both. Neil in Boston, nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Susan in Cincinnati and Marion. Things have moved in Brighton. There we go. Nice to see you. Mabel and the Bears, wonderful to see you. Carolyn in Boise, Sheila in Florida, Kathy and Nancy in Colorado. Ciao, ciao, and bye-bye. Caroline in DC, wonderful to see you. Annette in California and Anne in Ontario. Pauline and William in Newcastle. You see, you can tell I lived in Newcastle, even though I'm a Southerner, because I say Newcastle and not Newcastle. Yes, there we go. Tony in San Jose. Wonderful to see you. Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Trish in Victoria, BC. And Hoda in British Columbia. Wonderful to see you all. Diane in Puerto Rico. Wonderful to see you. Ruth and Clive in Birmingham. Wonderful to see you as well. Mix to the next page. Where we are. Gary in Massachusetts. Wonderful to see you. Thank you for coming along. Bob in Albany and Louise in Sidmouth. Wonderful to see you. Linda in Massachusetts and Delhi in Maryland and Fred in Silver Spring, Maryland. Nice to see you. And Julie in Ontario and Storm in Massachusetts. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Wonderful to see you all. And Arlene in Berkeley and LMG in Connecticut. Thank you for joining us and making this Daily Antidote of Song what it is, because, we could all be doing this, but we have no one to come and make this a magical community like you all come every day. It couldn't happen. So give yourselves a big amount of appreciation for another magical day here at the Daily Antidote of Song. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.